Currently, you're making a few small fundamental mistakes that are making this frontside 360 way more challenging than it needs to be. We're going to start with the in run because everything starts there. Currently, you're getting on your toe edge in a very exaggerated angle. See how you're almost in a side slip position and you're preemptively wound up with your upper body. This is going to be a hard position to hold and a hard position to transition out of. So what I want you to do here for this in run is make sure you're not angling as much, staying more straight towards the jump, giving you a gradual turn in before transitioning for your heels. You also don't want to be going and winding up with your upper body until you do that heel side transition. So when you get right here, that's when you'd want to start loading up for your front free. And then you'd want to be at your load up point around halfway and start popping from that. So if we go and look at mine here, you can see that I'm coming into a jump with a much less angle coming in. I'm holding that edge line. And as I shift to my heel edge, that's when I'm going and winding up my upper body to get stacked. The next thing that you're going to want to change is how squatted down you are. Right now, you're holding what would be the maximum squat you could do on a snowboard. Comparing the two here, you can see that my legs are still relatively straight. I'm just having my upper body come down in order to keep my weight set over my toe edge. Right now, what's happening is since you're squatting down so much, it's actually going to be putting way too much weight over your heel edge. It's also going to make it so you don't have an effective range of motion to generate height from. A true saying for snowboarding is too much isn't a good thing. So, too much bend in the legs is not a good thing because it's going to limit your power and it's going to make it a lot larger motion that you need to time. And that's where we get into the takeoff and snap here. Your timing is slightly off. See how you're fully extended at this stage where your board's still leaving the jump? This is making it so you don't actually have any rotational energy when you're coming off the lip. Frontside spins really work with trying to channel your energy in. So it's really important to make sure that your upper body is continuing for rotation until your tail snaps off. So look at my front free here. I'm staying closed off a little bit longer. You see how your chest is completely open here compared to mine? And that's making it so I can continue to let my upper body rotate into its in that maximum rotate position as the tail snaps off. This is going to make sure that my rotational momentum is continuing all the way until I leave off the lip, and that's actually what's generating my rotation. So you're going, squatting down, popping really hard, and snapping, but you're going and snapping too soon, and you're going and extending your legs very fast and soon. See how you're not leaving off the snow even with that extension? So this just means that all this effort used to go and snap the upper body and extend the legs isn't actually being used to help translate into getting the spin around. So what you need to do is squat a little bit less, keep your weight, keep your upper body more closed off a little bit longer, and snap it a little bit slower, knowing that a slower snap with a more consistent snap speed, so you continue your upper body extension and twist until your tail leaves off the lip, will give you way more power than trying to snap too soon. We can't see your head here very well, but what I can notice is that your eyes are looking out in front of you. When this is what you want to be doing, we can see that your eyes are looking straight out in front of you. You really want to just tilt your chin down here so you can keep your eyes at the knuckle. If you keep your eyes out straight in front, it's going to make it so you only see the tree line when you try to rotate around, not letting you go and properly use that knuckle constant spot you want to be using to hold around the rotation. And that's why you're not seeing where you are in the air, because instead of looking down at the ground where you're trying to be landing, you're looking up at around the trees. So we don't have the best shot here, but we can see like right here, you're looking across and it's making you need to do multiple head movements to track. So all you need to do for this is instead of having your eyes look straight out in front of you, keep that chin tilted down a little bit, keep your eyes towards that knuckle, and that's going to let you go and see where you are in the air and then finish in that blind landing. So you're holding the blind landing here, but because you weren't able to hold it the whole time, it's coming at a bit of a surprise and it's making you need to adjust. And the other thing here is you're just going too slow for this jump. You're hitting the knuckle there, and front frees are a trick, but you really need to be landing past the knuckle because your spot should be like right here, and you're trying to rotate around that spot. So if you land on that knuckle, it's going to make it so your spot isn't set right. And this is going to bring us into the last thing that we'll cover here, and that is what I think's happening from seeing the video. You're spotting forward, and then you're trying to look around back towards the lip of the jump. Your spot here should have been set towards this point here. So even though you went and hit the knuckle, your eyes should be trying to track this location, not back off the takeoff. You can track the takeoff on super small jumps, but as jumps get bigger, that's going to make it so you're going to be looking too tall. For example, look at my front three right here. If I went and was looking all the way straight back uphill and make it so as I was traveling here, my spot would be too far disconnected from where I'm landing. So make sure that you're spotting in front of you, chin down towards that knuckle. Make these changes and it should give you a clean front three that works on any jump, anytime, and just feels way more fun. Let me know if you need any more feedback.